Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
The give on the inside. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On the return, it's Morgan. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
By the receiver. Gain of 36. 1st and goal, Michigan. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The run up the middle, looking for the score.
No way.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there,
broke like
Jesse,
4
on 2nd
tackles.
down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout.
No way,
Excellent
bro.
coverage and good use of the hands
God,
to knock
like,
it
it's
away.
open.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pocket starts to collapse. The junior
I thought he was
quarterback
L1.
frustrated with himself
It said
after
he was
throwing it behind
R1.
his man.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard.
He threw the ball at the ground.
And they
Oh
can't
my
connect
God.
a costly turnover on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take
He
chances.
threw the ball at the
tell your
ground.
team
Oh
about it
my
all
God.
week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
With the catch, it's Coughlin. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Wide open downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it up to 29. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the miss.
I have no
There's a lot
time
of
to
QBs that when they get hit,
throw the
and
fucking
when they
ball,
get
bro.
hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the clock keeps dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. Getting some heat. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Will not.
He didn't get there?
Stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out
He threw the
fast.
ball behind him. You gotta throw a better ball, bro. We could have got so many yards off that. Oh my
A lot
God.
of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Like, I
These
can't.
are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, offense cooking right now. That's a nice pass and catch, a big gainer, and it now sets the offense up down in the red zone.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone.
He actually threw it to him.
Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
What a fucking pass.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
What a fucking pass.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
This nigga's a smart player.
Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And they tacked on the extra point. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. And they thought about a return, they thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Going up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake.
Oh.
Fires to the middle.
No,
Nice
you gotta get that.
defensive
Yeah,
play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job of coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Thank you. No, he didn't
And the
catch
shot
that.
play downfield
He
falls
didn't catch
harmlessly
that.
to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
He didn't catch that.
And the
No
Wolverines will
way.
punt this one away.
Smart play. No way he didn't catch that though. But this nigga's a dangerous nigga.
Fair catch called for and
What?
taken at the 30-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. He'll throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends.
All kinds of running room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just plowing ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Wow.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Ah, you're in my way.
Finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Jayhawks have taken it inside the 20.
Open that one. Yeah,
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Here he comes
he fucked that up.
end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the
You gotta work on your offense.
Heat up the pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
Touchdown, Kansas! And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
To the air, it's Daniels.
And
he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
33.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Contact.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Bro, how you not throwing a
one-on-one?
one-on-one?
You don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it
I'm
back.
literally,
This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like,
literally
they just
playing
haven't
corner,
been in
bro.
rhythm. They haven't got it going.
I'm playing
And
corner right
never
now.
built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn
Throw that
from,
one-on-one.
you try to grow from. A lot of
Like,
things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Kansas.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you
Play the
could
game.
ask
They got 1 tackle.
for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Nah, this was crazy. To the crib.